Some interviewers think they can outsmart Bill Burr, but they quickly realize they're in way over their heads. From cringe-inducing blunders on live TV to tense debates with his fellow comedians. Today, we're diving into his best takedowns, starting with one that had a morning show scrambling. In 2015, Bill Burr appeared on Good Day New York to promote his animated series F is for Family. The interview started off rocky, with the host immediately labeling his show as offensive. Burr, however, did not miss a beat and was quick to fire back.
I thought maybe you went a little too far. You know.
As far as what?
Well, they thought that maybe you were being disrespectful to the Christian religion.
Who did?
I'm telling you, you need to Google.
Oh, good Lord.
The host, clearly unprepared for Burr's pushback, scrambled to justify herself while Burr skillfully transformed the moment into comedic brilliance.
Good Lord.
So did you feel you were being disrespectful, or just you were just having fun with some of the crucifixes and stuff like that?
I don't even know what I mean, we did maybe 2 jokes about that?
Yeah, exactly.
Don't you think the Catholic Church went a little too far? More so than my cartoon.
All right, listen.
A couple of jokes. I know this is a morning show. You can't bring up all those crimes.
You know what? Technically,
they just sort of kept moving them around. You know, like those killer whales at SeaWorld. After it kills a trainer, they'll then move it up to Seattle. They don't give them their background.
By the end of the interview, Burr not only defended his material, but turned a disrespectful host into the punchline.
I meet those religious people that got upset. I want to quiz them on their religion.
All right, we'll talk about, why did I bring that up? Bill,
why did you bring it up?
I'm sorry.
It's a morning show. This is supposed to be an easy one.
Burr's next encounter, however, would go in a much worse direction, as host Southside Steve's blatant disrespect and unprofessionalism ignited real tension.
This is Southside Steve, and this is Southside Steve TV, and this is Bill Burr.
That's your question?
Burr's irritation grew as this amateurish interview dragged on, especially when Steve demanded Burr perform like a trained monkey.
And you're a funny guy. You've got these routines in your head, so I figure I'll toss you a mic and you go.
And I'm going to do stand-up in front of 9 people in a radio station? No, I'm not doing that.
Burr's anger became impossible to miss when another host jumped in, suggesting that Burr was to blame for how badly the interview was going.
I was trying to explain to Bill how you put the mic, warn him that you're going to put the mic in his face without asking him a question. Be prepared for that. Apparently he didn't take me seriously.
But when Southside Steve started shoving his microphone in Burr's face just to get under his skin, the fed-up comedian decided he'd had enough and completely hijacked the interview.
But do you like my mic?
No, I don't. I don't. Please.
Is that comfortable? Is this uncomfortable?
This is, yeah, no, don't, man. Honestly. Can I take the mic?
Sure.
Now, that's the number one thing you don't do. As I learned that in broadcasting school, you never give up the microphone. See, now I have the power. This Bob Barker thing.
Yeah.
You're what is this? Rock 100.5. This is the worst interview I've ever done.
And while Burr managed to shut down Southside Steve's antics, his interview with Sarah Silverman brought a different kind of tension, kicking off with an introduction that immediately rubbed Burr the wrong way.
I'm not related to my next guest, but we fight like siblings. Please welcome brilliant comedian who I love to pieces, but who makes me crazy, Bill Burr.
Thanks. I thought we got along great.
No, we love each other.
Burr then brought up how Silverman had previously overstepped by trying to edit his material, turning the moment into an awkward, unscripted airing of grievances in front of a live audience.
We always fight. We fight often.
No, because I go on stage and then you try to correct my jokes.
I don't try to correct your jokes.
You're like,
sometimes.
but what if you said if the woman did this because of this? And
that was one time, and I admit I was being aggressive.
The interview then devolved into a painfully cringy back and forth, with Burr and Silverman each trying a little too hard to prove they actually liked each other.
All right, I do like you, and I always feel like you're frustrated with me.
I love you.
Look at my posture right now. I'm as far over into this chair as I can possibly be. I just feel like
I
kind of came here to hang out and have a good time, and you just like that intro was just like, yeah. It was
I thought you'd like that.
I hate this guy. He's a douchebag, but he came down here.
But it was Silverman's presumptuous assumption about Burr's true nature that didn't sit well, and he made sure to shut it down in seconds.
I don't like being told what to do, but I do like changing with the times or something. I don't really resist that. I feel like you resist that a little more, but ultimately you do change with the times.
Okay.
You thought I was wrapping it up. Ripped another.
No, I feel like with you, there's this person you want me to be. So you keep telling me that I'm this guy that I'm not.
As if Silverman's attempt wasn't enough, the Your Mom's House podcast would take its own shot at psychoanalyzing Burr, and it goes just as badly.
Yeah, you're full of anger. Because you flog yourself for being vulnerable.
Oh, would you stop it like you have some sort of psychology degree?
10 years in therapy.
So what? I've watched football for 40 years. I shouldn't be somebody's coach.
However, there's no quicker way to derail an interview with Bill Burr than sticking him in an uncomfortable chair.
Well, I'm excited to be here. These chairs are horrific. It's not quite adult size. It's not kid size. I already slouch. It's going to be a bad interview, dude, and I'm blaming the chair. I literally feel like I'm going to fall onto the floor. This is insane. You really went all out with the audience, though. They got full-size adult chairs. I cannot get comfortable in this chair. This is just like one of the worst things. This should be like in a museum, is like the prototype.
A producer then brought in a different chair, but it only added to the already awkward situation.
No, but now this is like the ego one. Now I'm going to be sitting above you? You got to come with two. It's fine. It's fine. Sir, the one comedy through line that's working here is on this chair. Why would you take that from me?
Radio host Charlemagne the God learned the hard way that interrupting Burr mid-story, especially one about his wife, is a surefire way to get shut down by the comedian.
Love at first sight, basically.
Yeah, like I've only met 2 people that had like a vibe like her in my life. And the first one was a dude. He was just so that wasn't happening.
Wasn't he tight?
No, he was like just walked in the room. And you just knew the person was coming in the room. She has that vibe, right? So,
hold on, you gotta clear that up. I want to be clear about that. You didn't date the guy, nothing.
No.
I just want to make sure.
Is it the first one?
When are black people gonna let go of this homophobia? You always gotta check. Like, what are you doing with your manicured eyebrows? Like, I'm gonna sit here and act like you're all good over there. Like, you don't swing a leg over the fence every once in a while. Like, hey, wait a minute. Look, you got sandals on and white socks. You look like you just came from a steam room.
And while Burr rarely misses a beat, he appeared uncharacteristically uncomfortable on the H3 podcast as host Ethan Klein pushed the conversation a little too far into his personal life.
How many siblings do you have?
I don't know, dude. The internet's weird to give out all that information.
Oh, you don't even want to say how many because you're afraid that it will somehow
by all
compromise
means,
your
keep talking
privacy.
about it. Is there any way you can cut this out? I'm honest, dude. Like,
seriously?
Yeah, no, dude. There's lunatics out there.
Okay.
Whoa.
Off the air, I'll cut it.
All right.
Jeez. I love how surprised he is. Jeez.
Burr, unimpressed by the questions, didn't hold back, mocking Klein's awkward reactions and questionable interview skills, leaving the host visibly deflated.
Absolutely crazy people.
Okay, yeah. Tell me about all things comedy. I don't know. You say I'm nervous. I'm sweating here.
I'm just gonna let you sit.
Yeah, I know you are. You don't have to save me.
You gotta push through to the other side.
No, I know, but you don't have to say
Look at you. You're all sweaty. You're touching iliac.
Things went from bad to worse when Klein brought up Burr's infamous viral takedown of a hostile Philadelphia crowd, a topic Burr has been asked about countless times over the years and is clearly beyond tired of revisiting.
When you were getting booed by thousands of people in Philly.
I was like, when you said my favorite YouTube video, I was like, oh God, not the Philly thing again. And then you did the Sherry's Berries. I was like, I love this podcast. Now I hate you.
Oh no.
I love. What can I do? I love that.
Joke. Okay, let's do it.
But do you? But no, I'm not gonna ask you.
You've been booed before.
You've talked about this a lot. Frankly,
I
like to skip it.
I like making you uncomfortable.
And while Burr's frustration on H3 was hard to miss, the Philadelphia incident itself stands as a defining moment in his career, showcasing one of the most legendary takedowns in comedy history. It all happened in 2006, during a set where Burr faced an openly hostile Philadelphia crowd that had been booing every act before him. Most comedians might have folded under the pressure, but not Burr. Instead, he launched into a relentless 12-minute tirade ripping the city apart.
One bridge having piece of city that no one gives a about because you're worthless and no one cares about you. Oh, you people. You know what, you losers? I hope you all die, and I hope the Eagles never win the Super Bowl.
Burr did not hold back, tearing into everything from Philly's culture to its stereotypes.
Rocky is your hero. The whole pride of your city is built around a guy who doesn't even exist. So you make a statue for some Italian, you stupid Philly cheese-eating jackasses. I hope that cheese melts your faces off.
The comedian didn't stop until the crowd, originally booing, was laughing, clapping, and even cheering. By the end, Burr had transformed one of the toughest crowds into one of his greatest moments.
Listen, I'm out of time. You guys were here, man. Thank you very much. All of you go yourselves in your own.
Burr's Philly rant is the stuff of legend, but this next interview proves he's just as sharp off stage, shutting down a reporter who hit him with a loaded question.
Can women be funny?
Yeah, of course.
Some people have a hard time saying yes, though. There are a lot of angry young men on the internet that are like, women can't be fun.
Will you guys just grow up and just sit down and write your own and come up with it? Start your own show, have your own award show. Quit waiting around for other people to do for you. That's the problem. If you guys had your own big club and I was standing outside of it, you'd never let me in. I'd start my own. You guys got to start your own. You got brains in there, right?
But Burr wasn't done there, as the pointed nature of the question clearly agitated him, prompting a passionate extension of his response.
It makes no difference whether you got a or a. All right? Just do what you want to do, and hopefully people respond to it. But the quotas and all of this become undeniable. Well, when was the last time you went on stage and you killed so hard the person after you bombed? If you're doing that on a regular basis, people are going to notice regardless of what you have between your legs.
Burr, however, would find himself in a very different kind of confrontation on Bill Maher's Club Random. This time, it was a fiery debate about college protests over the Middle East, with Maher dismissing student support for Palestine as ridiculous, only for Burr to step in and challenge him head on.
Have you heard what's going on college campuses these days?
I don't watch the news.
You don't realize that college campuses erupted with the kids demonstrating for Hamas? They are in with the terrorists?
They were for the Palestinians.
Well, it's sort of the same cause. Why, are you?
I'm on the side of the kids.
Maher continued to push back, yet Burr did not flinch and held his ground.
Yeah, that's easy to say. You know, no one wants to see kids dead. This is a war.
That was very brave of you to say that.
This is a war. No, I'm the one who's actually brave on this.
Pat yourself on the back.
It's easy to say I'm for the kids. Who's not for the kids?
Well,
it comes down to real hard-nosed decisions. Like a country.
Stop talking like you're a general.
A country got attacked. Israel got attacked.
I'm not saying that they didn't have a right to go back. I'm just sitting there going like, how do I look at
We're the only country in the world that they get attacked, and then as soon as they counterattack, it's like, well, we got to stop now. Don't attack them. There's a very simple solution to all this problem in the Middle East. Stop attacking Israel.
Hey, you
Stop
just solved
attacking
it.
Israel.
You just
I did.
solved it.
I actually
did.
did.
There you go. That's fantastic.
By this point in the conversation, it was clear that Burr had stopped holding back, commanding the exchange with his absolutely scathing sarcasm.
Let's go to Russia and the Ukraine. How do you solve that one, Bill? Let me hear your hard-nosed decision about that.
This is why this is not your thing.
Make some hard-nosed decision.
It's
not your thing. It's what you.
That is my thing.
It isn't your thing.
This is not your thing.
You're like that guy that has a fantasy football team and thinks he's GM.
No.
That's exactly what it is. Like, why am I listening to you like you've done something? What have you done in Washington? Nothing.
Burr's biting sarcasm left Maher fumbling as Burr once again proved he doesn't back down from a challenge.
Can I tell you something, Bill? Most of the you say is not smart. It's just sort of obscure.
And while his interview with Maher was tense, his interview with infamous sports host Colin Cowherd has gone down in history as one of the most memorable and contentious interviews of Burr's career, with things immediately getting off to a bad start.
A lot of people think that they're uncomfortable with my elevation. Are you uncomfortable with it?
No, I just see all of your insecurities.
A giant desk.
Why is it so big? It's so big, it's so high.
The tension spiked when Cowherd misrepresented Burr's opinion on professional basketball team the Boston Celtics, prompting Burr to immediately call him out for throwing him under the bus.
I heard you have a terrible theory, and I want you to say this. So your theory on Boston is, let's just wait till LeBron's old. You don't want to be aggressive and get players.
I didn't say that.
What did you say?
You got misinformation.
What did you say?
Well, why would you say I have a horrible theory without checking with me first? It's like you already threw me under the bus. Well, I get it. You got a big desk.
After a charged back and forth over their clashing basketball opinions, Burr shut down the debate with his signature wit.
Let's try to tone it down.
No, I'm not. I'm just...
No, I know what happened. You came right at me just saying my theory stunk. I'm just here to promote a cartoon. I'm a dancing monkey today. I'm trying to be a good guy. I want people to like me and watch the show here, and you're coming at me. I don't know anything about hoop. I'm a 5'10" white guy.
Even Burr's longtime friend Joe Rogan wasn't safe from his razor-sharp comebacks. During a 2020 appearance on The Joe Rogan Experience, Rogan questioned the need for masks during the pandemic, but Burr wasn't having it.
You want people to walk down the street with a mask on?
Let's not start this, Joe.
Do you, though?
Let's not start this. Okay?
Let's start it.
I don't want to start this. I'm not going to sit here with no medical degree, listening to you with no medical degree, with an American flag behind you, smoking a cigar, acting like we know what's up, better than the CDC.
Rogan tried to argue, claiming mask wearing was soft as tensions began to escalate. But Burr's quick humor kept things grounded.
I just love how wearing a mask became like this soft thing that you were doing, like being courteous. Being courteous. What is this for? That was so stupid.
You're wearing a mask. First of all,
oh God, you're so tough with your open nose and throat. Gee, Joe, and your 5 o'clock shadow. This is a man right here. A man doesn't wear a mask. This is like rollerblading. Everybody rollerbladed, and then there was that one homophobic joke, and then everybody acted like they never did it. And then 100 million rollerblades got thrown into the ocean. We all wore masks. You were doing it 2 weeks ago.
Despite the tension, the conversation ended with both comedians laughing.
You had a panic attack
in the sauna.
And then you felt bad about yourself, and then you attack people with masks. That's how it works. And that's how the hatred starts, and that's right now why 7 blocks of Seattle, you can't go now and get yourself...